Welcome back! FTB, we got a friend. Very angry friend. It also seems we have some spectators in the sky for us. But they don't attack us because we have the Phantom Charm. Which is somewhere, one of these. I think it's this one, yeah. Spectral. Okay, so this episode, we're going to be taking our resin and we're going to be bottling it with the metal press mold. So, got the mold, which we need steel plates and wire cutters. So we'll get our wire cutters now. And we'll get some steel plates, which we can make steel plates. There we go, and we'll go over to our bench. Where do we have it? We'll place this light down. I think I left it down here. Yep, here it is. So let's select that. You can get rid of this. And go back up. Okay, so it was just the wire cutters and the steel plate, but we need the engineer's blueprint to craft it. For metal press molds. So let's just craft one there. And we need the sheet mold, just like that. And now we can grab the quest reward, and we need a metal press. Wait, we don't need a metal press. We need a bottling machine, which we get from those two. So we can just grab a bucket to collect both ingredients. There we go. So now we got both. Now we can make our bottling machine. So let's put these parts back in our chest. Let's take those out. Okay, bottling machine. Let's get the guide. There it is. So it consists of sheet metal, redstone, light. So if it comes down like this, it'll be like, oops. Redstone, sheet metal, and light engineering block, followed by 3 conveyors, another sheet metal and another light. Where's our conveyors? There it is. Let's make it face this way. Okay. It does go. Oh, I'm sure we can rotate it after we finish it. So we just need that last block. What is that last block that it needs? It doesn't exactly show you, does it? Okay, so I found out it's the fluid pump. I don't know if it's just, yeah, it's just the fluid pump. So now we interact with the front conveyor belt. So we'll get our engineer's hammer. Oops. Should just be, what am I missing? They're going the wrong way, aren't they? Yeah. So the machine is facing the wrong way. We can actually move this. So it will be an easier switch. Just trying to think if we can move the refinery. Let's collect the parts and relocate. All right, so I have a system here, and what it is I need that redstone block. We have the extracting conveyor belt here, so it should extract its fluid. You can't extract fluids. I should have known this. So how do I put it in the bottle? Ah! Such an idiot. Sorry, guys. I apologize. But now we can build it right here. Okay, input. Power. Medium voltage. Grab the wire. Connect it to the point. And now it's got power. We put the press mold inside. Ow. Ow. How do I interact with it? Let's just check if it's simply put it on the belt. Oh, it is. It's as easy as that. Okay. So I put the sheet on. It goes off and gives me the... That's a little finicky. I would have thought. Is this allowed to come back though? If I set this up here. And then maybe get a splitter. So it splits off two ways. This way is going to go back down here to rinse and repeat. The other part is going to stay. So is there any way to choose which way goes what? No. That's okay, we can just take a chance. And then this is going to be turned into... Oh, we're just going to collect it. Okay. So there's no output. Unless that counts. Whoops. It's another input. I don't know why it needs two. No matter, the output's going to go into the importing conveyor. If we have one. Maybe it just extracts. Hopefully this works. Hopefully I can grab that. Maybe put it into a chest. Let's just have a see. Let's place that on the line. Okay, so let's try this one more time. So we've set it up, but we need more molds. So we're going to craft... Oh, not that much. Okay, well, it does work. So we get the extractor. We've boxed up. It goes that way. We're going to put the presses inside to add them to the conveyor belt. And how this is going to work is it's going to take it in turns. The resin is going to go into this item router, which we made. I'll show you the ingredients. So there's also items and fluids. It has each face an item. So the metal press is going to the east, which goes back into circulation, and the sheets to the west, which goes to this crate, which goes into our system. So it's pretty easy. The only thing that's not is dying to this wiring. We can get rid of all that. We can actually get rid of this. The sheet, we keep the wires. And I think that just about covers everything so far. Now we can accept the rewards and get chaos. Thank you. Okay, what's next? We can get the mixer, and now we can make these electronic components. So if we can grab the sheet and the vacuum tube. Which we need to make. Let's get another blueprint. Where do we have it? There it is. Okay. So for the vacuum tube, we need redstone dust, copper wire, nickel plates, and glass. Copper wire, nickel plate. What the hell was that? Alright, seems that I have maybe too many. Whoops. There we go. Alright, that should be enough actually. Yeah. So these plates can go away. What's the final ingredient? Redstone dust. Okay, so stack, stack. 52 in that. Okay, now we have our vacuum tubes. Now for the plastic of the electronic components, we need the sheet, the vacuum tube, and aluminium wire. Which we need metal press for. Well, let's actually build the metal press now. So for the metal press, it's just a piston and heavy machinery. Heavy machinery. Conveyor. Steel scaffolding. And a piston. And a piston. So we can have that its own area. Get rid of that. That's doing pretty good work. Let's have the metal press going here. I wonder if this needs to be in the right area. Okay, is that the entire schematic? That needs to be redstone. Let's grab the redstone one. Let's grab our hammer. Okay, so the metal press. You can also get the sheet. So aluminium will come in. So we need to make the ingot. We could use the arc furnace. We'll craft that later. Right now we have Modern Industrialization to make it for us. What's going to happen is I'm going to actually just use flux cables. So the power is going to go just like this. And then the aluminium will be dispensed. So exporting it from and importing it to. Actually, we'll need a pattern provider. have one. Okay. The device is offline, but that's okay. That is going to use the press to make this. Doesn't need that. Okay, now we connect it. Just like so. Come over here and just spam clip. And I'm stuck. Okay. So, let's make some aluminium. Aluminium sheets. Okay, so it doesn't quite accept it. It's okay, we can get a chest going. I'm sure it'll... Okay, so it can only do one at a time. Wait, no it can't. I think it's just overloaded with crafting recipes. It seems like I have too many auto crafters going. I don't know why. I don't actually remember crafting all that. I wonder why that's been crafted. Oh, I think I made a thing for it. Anyway, import bus. It's good. It works. And it works really fast. That is our press. Our arc furnace. How do we build that? Let's see. That is quite a big build. I can't wait to build that. Okay, so it looks like it's a pretty decent size. So we can build the arc furnace here. Away from our resin processing and our pressing place. We could build the arc furnace up here. Away from... Yeah, we're building the arc furnace up here. Because this is just a blast furnace. So it's kind of like the upgrade. That makes sense. So let's store all this. We just need scaffolding. And we need a cauldron. And we need some sheet. Steel sheet. Metal and sheet metal. Slabs. Okay, so it looks like it's a 5 by 5. I don't know what that steel block is. So, oh there it is, block of steel. Looks like you craft it with just any block of steel. Crafting recipe is a little strange though. Let's make some coal. There we go. And a stone cutter. Okay. So it's a 5 by 5. So do we have enough room for that? This will mark the corner. Maybe the corner will be here. Followed by slabs. think it's the cauldron. Yep. And 2 more slabs. Yeah, that actually works. Need some more slabs though. Sheet metal. How did I stuff that up? I do not know. Heavy machinery. Ooh. Okay. That's what I'm seeing so far. Redstone, blast bricks, light. Machine. Or engineering, sorry. Blast furnace. More steel. Next layer, more blast. Like that. Another steel, so going up 3 this time. And more sheet metal. And finally, the scaffolding, 1 last light block, and 3 by 3. And that should do it. Let's just check. Nope, I'm missing something. A roof. So more light and more scaffold. Okay, now is that it? It is. No, it's not. I went the wrong way. Actually, yeah, it is. What am I missing? Does it need to be away from extra tiles? Hang on, what's that redstone? The redstone was in the wrong spot. There we go. Look at our blast furnace. Get our magnet on. Okay, so inputs, output. Where's the power? I think the power's the back of that. Sure. Get the relays going. MV. The relay. Oops. How's that? That's not getting any power, is it? Alright, we'll need another one of these accumulators. Just like so. One more cheeky flux point. Get our engineer's hammer. and adjust the energy output, energy output. Getting power, that's the output, isn't it? So where does it actually receive power from? Does it make its own power? Oh, those look like little plugs for power. There we go. Got that triple setup, baby! Now we built this to create aluminium. So we take the raw aluminium, we chuck it in, and it will slowly craft. You can also make different kind of stuff with it. We just find aluminium. Well, we can actually use this. Arc furnace. Look at that! Oh, hang on. Why is it being weird? It turns into the wrong one. That's okay, I think, because it turns into the Xi one. So we distribute it. I don't know what else we need to add to it. I don't know what all these mean. I think it's working. Maybe we need coal as well. Yeah, I don't know what that slots do, but it's working. It's mass producing. And the output seems to be back here, so we can get a flux network, not flux network. An ender chest. And we can grab an item cable. And a pipe. And we can do it very easily. Just with an ultimate. And we can have it going into this ender chest. This one, I think. Yep. We can upgrade it. Let's just get the gold one. So that's moving 16 items when it's completed. See how we built the arc furnace? We got the metal press going. We got spiders all the time. Let's change this lantern. Something cooler. Does this hang from the... No, not really. Next episode... Sorry, gotta cut it short. Next episode, we're gonna add some cool looking designs. It's not just gonna be a flat block. I just want to get the layout and the style of how I want to do it. So it's gonna be like machinery blocks and kind of like a realistic feel with immersive engineering. So yeah, we'll get that done, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.